This video is brought to you by Gladiator Concealment. Link in the description box below. What's up, guys? It's Michael and Kyle with AKM Tactical. We appreciate y'all watching. Got another concealed carry tips video for you, and today we want to take a few minutes to talk to you about carrying a secondary weapon. Whether it's like a secondary gun or what we like to use for a secondary or a get off of me weapon is a fixed blade knife. And just a little heads up, check your local laws, you know, before you start carrying a fixed blade knife, because there's some places that you can't legally carry a fixed blade knife. So check your local laws, make sure that it's legal before you start doing it. But here in Louisiana, we can carry a fixed blade knife. So it's very important to think about the fact that there may be a time and place where you are tied up and you can't get to the gun.
Or someone's trying to get the gun from you.
Or somebody's trying to get the gun from you. You know, there's a few instances where the gun can't get put into play yet. Yeah. So it's a good idea to have something that you can use, whether it's a club or like a little baton. You know, they make those ASP batons, you know, that you can put in your pocket or whatever. But something, I wouldn't suggest using pepper spray, because then you're gonna get it off in your eyes too. But
it doesn't work.
And it doesn't work. It really doesn't work. But something that you can use to get them off of you. And for us, that's a fixed blade knife. Carrying a fixed blade knife is really not a bad idea, because it's something else. There's places where you can't carry a gun, but you can carry a knife. Yeah. You can carry a fixed blade knife.
Most definitely.
You know, there's buildings that you can't carry a gun in, but you can carry a knife in. So something. Kyle, tell them what you got there.
I've been carrying this fixed blade for several months now. There's when I started researching fixed blades, I guess the most popular one, the most liked one that I came across was called a Coy Ridgeback. Coy is the brand. It's a guy. He makes custom knives. I wasn't ready to shell out the dough for a custom knife yet, but Boker, which is a knife company, makes the Coy Ridgeback. It's just branded with them, and it's not custom made.
It's kind of a budget version.
Yeah, of it. Kind of like the guy that does the knives that all the SEALs carry.
SOG or
anyways, but then Kershaw picked him up, and they do their. Anyways, that's neither.
Well, like Kershaw, a lot of my blur is a Ken Onion design.
Yeah.
You know, that's
same thing. They took what I'm trying to say is they took a custom blade and they made it a production blade. Anyways, but this is a Boker Coy Ridgeback. The sheath that it came with sucked horribly. So I bought an Armadillo concealment sheath for it, and the way this works is it's got the single direction loops here, snaps. I hook this up under my belt, so my belt sits right here. It lays over my belt, conceals, and I carry it front left. I guess kind of opposite of appendix on the right, and carry this on the front left. What it does, it sits on my waistband, and one of the things I like about this knife, and really the only way I would probably ever use it, would be in a left-handed reverse grip. It fits well here. It is a good EDC blade. There's nothing wrong with using this for everyday task. It's just kind of awkward for me to pull a knife out of my sheath and go to, doing something. Back in the day, in one of my first videos, I said I don't carry two blades. Well, I do carry two blades, because this one, I pull this out here in North Louisiana. Nobody thinks twice. Everybody's got a pocket. You can carry a pocket knife. Little kids can't carry them at school, but like at college, we're not really supposed to have them. Nobody says anything. Yep. But anyways, so I like the reverse grip of this knife, mainly because we call it a get off of me blade.
Right.
If something happens to you, somebody's going for your gun, you need to be able to get them the heck off of you.
Yep.
So you can get to your firearm.
Yep.
And like you said, sometimes you can't get the gun in play. And that's basically what this is for, and that's why this is called a tips video. We have no formal knife training.
No.
It's something that we need to do.
Yep.
It's not on our short list, honestly, because who the heck wants to get into a knife fight?
Yeah, no kidding.
Nobody wants to get into a knife
That's brutal.
fight. But I would like to do some force-on-force training where I learned to use, my secondary blade, and was able to defend myself and my gun, mainly,
yep.
To keep someone from getting the gun. And
That's
that's why we call it a tips video, because it's something you should think about yourself. Michael's got a TDI, K-Bar TDI, which is an excellent option. So many cops carry it. It's small, it's compact. You can use it in a fighting grip. If you're left, if you're right-handed, take a fighting stance. This can go in your left hand. You can go to town with it. It's another get off of me blade.
It's real small and lightweight. That's what I like about it too. The sheath on it is crap, just like most sheaths that come with knives. But there's quite a few different companies out there that are making one.
NSR Tactical.
I just hadn't bought one yet because I just got this thing. I hadn't had it long. Any of you guys that watch our EDC videos know that I've always carried two pocket knives. I've carried the Kershaw Blur on my weak side because it's a fast knife. I can get it out and get it open real quick. But this is going to replace that left side knife that I carry because this is a fixed blade, and it's a better option than a folder for a get off me blade any day of the week. So yeah, the TDI from K-Bar is pretty awesome. We'll do an official review of both of these knives eventually on the channel. This is just something we wanted to do a little quick video about, talking about, because it's something that you really need to think about. The fact that you may end up getting in a tussle and or getting pinned down or whatever, and you can't get to your gun, and they're on top of you. If a guy, thing is, if you carry it like this, like right here, if a guy's like mounted you, which is like the worst place to be in, the knife can come out, and it's pretty easy to get it into play, and you start gigging somebody in the side with that, they're going to get up.
As soon as they realize they're getting stabbed.
They may hit you a few times, but then as soon as they realize they're getting stabbed, they're going to move.
Yeah.
So that's the main thing. It's something to get somebody off of you so you can get to your gun.
And that's why we call it this. This is going under our concealed carry tips video. It's not something that you necessarily have to do, or maybe it's not even for you, whatever. But it's something that we incorporate into our carry rotation. I have for a while. Michael is now, and it's something to think about.
Yep.
We like it. I would suggest buy something that you can get a second or an aftermarket sheath on.
Yep.
Which is one reason why I got this Ridgeback, was because it's a popular blade. So there's Armadillo Concealment, and I think a couple others that made a sheath for it. The TDI is even more popular.
Yeah, it's really popular.
There's two versions. That's the smaller version?
This is the small. Yep.
And then there's a larger version, which I can't imagine why you would need the larger one. But that one is readily available at many places, Amazon notably, and there's tons of aftermarket sheets for it.
I would also suggest not buying the serrated blade version, just because the serrated, if no other reason, it's easier to get the non-serrated in and out. I just don't see a need for a serrated blade.
Yeah, you're doing one thing with it.
Yeah, and it's kind of like doing something to your gun that's not needed. If you use this, they're going to take it away from you, and they're going to try to use it against you in court. And a serrated blade looks a lot uglier to me than that. And that's not, I'm not giving you legal advice. That's just my thinking.
Yeah.
I just try to stay away from serrated blades for defense. Now I know my Blur has a little serrate on it, but that wasn't the end all be all for me. That was just a means to an end. So, you got anything else on it, man?
That's it, man. Keep it short and sweet.
Guys, we appreciate y'all watching. If you really like these tips, these concealed carry tips type videos, hit that like, share, subscribe. Let us know in the comment section below. But we'll leave links to our social media outlets in the description box below. And as always, guys, we appreciate it. Y'all be safe.